Welcome back. I just got home and got it loaded up, so let me, I'm still not set up here. One sec. We gotta put the wedge in the camera here. Give it a round wedge for you NASCAR fans. There we go. Alright, more centered, yeah, that's better. Try to get you guys the best picture quality possible now, because what we're dealing with, you need to see clearly, and it's very important. So, here we go. This is February 18th, 2023, right here, okay? We had our X flare yesterday that we spent about 3 hours in X territory, okay? So that is a significant strike. This might be the blast that we were waiting for, okay? Might be, because I see this gradual descending. We had a couple small flares right here, and I want you to take note of this. This is today. This is going into tomorrow, even though it says this. This is UTC time. This was our event today. Okay, we had two small C flares. Take note of that. I want you to see how this gradual coming down, and then we have these small little C flares, okay? Because something is awry here, okay? It looks normal, but something is awry, and I will point it out a little later. Okay, I see we got a few people gathering here. Welcome, folks, you guys in the chat room and everything. So now we have a few people here. This is going to be a very disturbing report tonight, okay? So you're going to want to buckle up tight for this one, and get your drinks or your soda or whatever and a snack and get ready, because we're going to go where no one goes, where no one's gone before. How about that? So this is the Schumann resonance for the sun, okay? The sun had this big reaction, okay? I showed you that X flare blinking multiple times yesterday, okay? This is a quite a significant event, all right? So you see our significant event, and then the gradually tapering off with a small couple of C flares. That's good activity. Okay, we're getting kind of low here, but that's still all right. Now let's go over to the Schumann for the Earth. Okay, and it got pulled up here. Let's see how it's looking. All right. Well, we're concerned with this line right here. I'm sure you guys are used to me pointing this out. This is the line, a 7.83 hertz, that we're supposed to be having a nice fuzzy little line like this. Not broken, not too bright, not missing, okay? That spot right there is very dark, all right? And I will take the camera out and go through this. Here we have a scratch again. This is a reaction from the CME we were due. We were due one on the 17th, all right? So here's the 17th. The Earth is reacting right away. It used to take a day or half a day to a day for the Earth to react. So we had a reaction right here. The brakes are applied. It squeals, okay? Then we come to a stop again. You guys, what appears to be, where are we here? Let me get on the right line. All right, so you see where our Hertz line is. As we go across, this dark segment right there is really dark. This camera is really doing no justice to how dark it appears on the screen. This is picking up a lot of light, but if we pulled it way back, you would see that that is a dark stripe, okay? And you can see the corresponding darkness with it, all right? So we had a slowdown of the core right there. Then an application of the brakes, it's moving, it squeaks as it starts moving again, okay? Then another application of the brakes, and another dull spot. I need my pointer. Sorry, you guys. So hard to use. All right, so you see the brakes applied. We had our dark patches, a couple of them. Boom, boom. Then another screech, okay? And then we're picking back up again and going to normal activity again, all right? And until I can get a way to zoom in on this better, we have to do it this way for this little segment. All right, so you see our Earth's heartbeat is barely going. It's skipping beats. It's going along, but we're still having issues. These issues are caused by CMEs hitting the Earth absorbing that, the core expanding into the expanding shell that's expanding back down on it. Okay, and they grind together, causing these squeals and pops. Okay. Now, let's go over to seeds and see what our CME looks like. Here we are, February 18th, 2023. And we got the loop playing there, and I'll just let it play for a minute. I think you guys' eyes are getting trained on what to look for, okay? So let's let it play. Let's see what your eyes pick up, and then I will point out more. Something I want to point out, too. This is our flare for today. Boom. Do you see the round object that was... Here, watch. Right there. Can you see it moving through there? We'll go frame by frame. Something else I want to point out here. Okay. Boom. Look how wide that is. Do you see this perfect circle right here? This reminds me of the damage ring or an impact zone. Some of you older viewers will recognize those terms because they came with a very, very big object, okay? A very big object. So this object is this big right here, okay? And this is the surface of it, and this is plasma coming off the sun, hitting the surface, creating the damage ring right here, okay? This is huge. Let's go to the next frame, and as it passes, you can see it's got a passenger planet along with it. Okay? Now you know what we're looking at. Let me go back to this damage ring, because this is not a normal bubble that you would see, like a C flare or like a solar flare expanding out in all directions. That's what it looks like to the untrained eye, okay? But when you get right here, you can see how wide. There is a huge sphere right next to the sun. And this stuff is coming out, impacting the surface of this big sphere right here, and you see it spreading out, okay? You guys have no idea what this means, okay? Do you see how big this damage ring is and how close it is to the sun, all right? Where is my arrow? Okay, see how it maintains its perfect structure? See how this stuff is spreading out? Right there's a good shot. Maybe I need more light. Okay. Where is my example? Bear with me. Aha. Okay. This stuff is spreading out in a cone-shaped, like, big circle, okay? I want you to look at this, okay? It's like this, all right? See how that stuff is coming down and spreading out in a ring. Oops. Let me get my perspective right for you guys. In a ring around this spheroid right here. Can you see it? Let me give you another reference. Where'd it go? I have no lab. I wish I had my lab back. Alright, well, here we go with this image right here. This is the damage ring that I'm talking about, right? Whoops. Sorry I'm doing it this way, but... Okay, this damage ring right here, alright? We are seeing this object sitting at this angle now, alright? Yeah, it's sitting at this angle to the sun. All right, let me take that out of the way. Okay, can you see the damage ring now? Right here. Okay, and in this picture, do you notice I drew Nibiru, a planet that's going along with this object? So, big object, see the widespread stretch of that CME? Then, as we continue, get my arrow here. Why is it sliding like that? Oh my gosh. Alrighty then. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. You guys can still see. All right, so as it's coming out, here you can see our trailing planet coming out with it. You can see the curvature on the backside. It's draped in plasma on the front side, but you can see the backside of it. And as I move it, you'll see it move out with that CME. All right. So I believe that that is our big object returning and doing something to the sun. Okay? Because that does not look like a small, tiny sea flare. That looks like something went off the page. That's the secondary thing that I was looking for, okay? This is very suspicious, okay? I know they can change data and just tell you, oh, it was just a sea flare. But do you guys that have been watching me for a while, does that, well, when it comes back around, does that look like a sea flare to you? Can you see the big planet with the little one trailing it? And all these other ones, these are all smaller ones that are trailing behind it. Can you guys see it now? Let me get a little closer. I want you guys to witness what's going on here. Okay? I pray I'm wrong, but I've seen this before, all right? I've seen this before, and this last time it had huge ramifications on the Earth that nobody even, they were too busy watching that to look up at the sun to see what had caused it, okay? So I am telling you guys right now, let's just say high alert, okay? A lot of crazy stuff going on, all right? Crazy times. And now it appears they're hiding. I'm surprised this data is out there and they're showing how big that is with the planet in there. Okay, I don't even know if these guys know what they're looking at, because this is the stuff that they usually delete out. And we got lucky and captured it. So it's going on a record. That's why I put these videos out. So there'll be some kind of record when I'm gone. Okay? Just watch that one more time. See it? You can see other little stuff coming out with it. We got a slow motion CME going on over here. This is on the 18th. Okay? That's not the... yeah, that's the 18th. That's the big day. The day we were all expecting something. The day we were all expecting something. Maybe they have a different way of saying it's a wave instead of telling you what it really is, because when you grasp that, you will be too scared. But not my audience. I scare them constantly, so they're used to it. All right. Not on purpose. This is not a fear-mongering channel. I'm trying to educate you guys. You guys should be a little scared. All right. Now, on to our next little gem. No, not the gem, sorry. But boy, do I have a gem for us tonight. Okay, here we are. Back in our sulfur dioxide emissions. And we're going to go right into America right now, because this is the most important story of the moment. Oh, let me turn off those winds. Oh, you can see the winds. They're swirling around doing their thing. Okay, nothing too special. I want to kill those winds real quick. Now, take a look at your spot in the country, all right? we are still just bleeding profusely over here on the East Coast. Let me get better color. Thank you for your patience. Let me pull. Where's my arrow? This right here. Um, we still have this big band of sulfur dioxide that's blowing off the East Coast. Okay, it's not really coming in too well on my screen. Why not? Oh well. The brightness. Oh, let me turn this brightness down a little bit. There we go. Oops, too much. Ooh. Okay, I guess that looks a little better. I can barely see it, but it looks good on camera. Somebody in the chat tell me if that looks okay for you guys or if it's too dark. Because I'm trying to get you guys the best view I can. Maybe right there. That way I can see it too. Alright. So, yeah, let's go into America real quick here. You can pick out your state. There's no real states carved out on this, just rivers. You can see where rivers meet. Let me give you one good reference spot. Mississippi River running down here, Ohio River running right here. Here's where they join New Madrid, right? Probably right around there. So New Madrid surrounding the whole area, even up here, and this looks like New York State, bleeding profusely. Sulfur dioxide, which is this is being pushed up through the surface. There is expansion going on in the core that can't expand outward because the crust is restraining it, building up a lot of pressure in there. This pressure is pushing all the gases that are above the lava out through the cracks and out through little holes and seams in the earth. Okay? You're looking at sulfur dioxide emissions coming from the earth, not from man. Okay? Let's go up here and look again. Some of these might be fires, but fires don't emit sulfur, a lot of sulfur. So these are sulfur emissions. We can go over to carbon monoxide and I can show you fires and other stuff. But for the moment, we are going to take a tour of the planet here because this is crucial. Oh, let's stop off at Hawaii. And yes, we still have Oahu here spewing not CO2, sulfur dioxide. Okay? Sulfur, you guys. Probably stinky on that island right now. All right. Well, those people spent money on their vacation and it stinks. Now we have a tropical storm here forming off of Hawaii here. Okay, these things are not acting normally, so there's another one we'll go check out later. Maybe we'll see. Got a bad taste in my mouth from that last one. All right, now here we are at China. They are in big trouble. Okay, they're in big trouble. And I got something else that'll show you how much trouble they're in. Not laughing, but they're the ones that are trying to take our country out, and God ain't having it. He is not having it. Then we will go over to India. All right, they got little pockets here. A lot of this looks like it's diffused. All right, so India's not bleeding profusely like China is here, okay? But we go up above it here into Russia, and you see all these speckled little spots. That looks better than yesterday's. Yesterday's was pretty bad. A little bit here. This is the Black Sea, and let me get my reference out. I'm sorry, I was good at this a long time. The Caspian Sea, sorry. So a little reference where this is, just off the Caspian. Here's the Black Sea. Okay, all this area is emitting sulfur dioxide, you guys. Okay, and that's like I described. That is emissions from underneath getting pushed up through the cracks of the earth. Okay, let's back up a little bit. All right, we covered Europe pretty well, and India and China. Let's go southern hemisphere. We still have this. This actually looks like it's getting a little stronger here at South Africa. This was just a little thing yesterday, but now it's getting bigger. We got a couple other pretty pretty good emission strikes right here in Southern Africa. For you viewers that are, I know all of you aren't from America. Again, here with this stripe of sulfur. See it again? And we don't have it over America now, but there is some strong current. Sorry, I'm jumping around. There is some strong current right here that is holding this band of sulfur dioxide right there. Magnetic anomaly, maybe, or something. Okay. Something over here. This one's interesting because this is right on the coast of the Red Sea. I think, yeah. This is Saudi Arabia, so anyways. Good emission, good strong spot right there. This is where you might see volcanic activity. Let me go to Turkey, which is this area, I believe. No. Let me get this right. I'm tired of being not accurate. Where'd my light go? Sorry, I have to do this in the dark so I don't blind the camera. Oh, I know I can do this. And we were looking right at Turkey. Yeah, it's underneath the Black Sea. That whole section. Yeah. Here's the Black Sea. This whole section right here is Turkey. All right. Now let's go into Turkey where we had our big quake. And now look at Turkey. It is spewing sulfur dioxide all in this area. Okay. This is a hot spot too. You guys, they're not done yet. They're not done yet. All of these places are places that are potential next targets or whatever. Okay, next target for a big quake possibly. All right, so we've seen northern. Oh, I want to go to South America again because this is another concerning region right here. Okay, this whole band. And I go in for you so you can see these are all little individuals. These aren't blown by the wind like you saw the other ones, right? They would be blowing this way inland, right? Or it should be, but you can see this is all small little individual pockets all the way down. Okay, Chile, Peru, all these bordering countries up here. Let me we're talking Peru, Chile, what's this? Peru, Chile, even up into Ecuador. Ecuador's getting some stuff. They're right on the equator here, so Ecuador's getting some, and I think this Colombia, yes, Colombia too. All right, so all of these regions are having this sulfur dioxide emissions coming out. Okay, even on this side of South America over here as well. No, that's Rio's up a little higher. So all of you guys, this is Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay. Okay, so South America is in big trouble as well. Okay, as we go up here, this top spot is Venezuela, right in here, I believe. And they're having some activity right on their coast. We come over here to Jamaica. Yeah, but Jamaica, not only does it smell like weed there, but now it smells like sulfur. Okay, so Jamaica has got a pretty pretty intense spot going on right there. We might see earthquake activity in this region as well, in the Caribbean. Okay. Whew, sorry, I got so much, and we got a lot more to go. Okay. So that is our sulfur dioxide emissions report for tonight. Let's just, while we're here, I haven't been here to check yet. I want to take a peek at our polar vortex and see how it's doing. Let's put the wind back on and spin it and look down the top. Okay. Wow. That's, can we have it this way more, Lord? All right, that way I guess you want it. So here's our split jet, or our split polar vortex, you guys. This one's really strong and this one's really strong. Usually they get a little weak when it splits like this. So stronger storms, stronger stuff going on. Okay. Center of rotation, this one's over just off of Greenland over here, which is causing the upper level jet to go backwards across Minnesota, all these upper states right here, right where they're calling for slow moving storms. Okay, the storms move this way, they're fighting this at the upper levels. When this upper level pressure pushes on the upper level, it shoves this down into the lower level that is spinning opposite direction. So when you have something pushing against this normal flow, it slows these storms down. Okay, and that was one of the things that was on our list, was storms slowing down. I'm trying to spit this out. So check that one off the list, okay? That one we have now. That was something we were looking for next, and lo and behold, bingo. Last night I showed you in the report, storm slowing down in Minnesota, and I expect that to continue with that region, because as we go back, get out of there. As we go back, let's zoom in here in America real quick. You see how strong this is, and it's going backwards here, okay? Storms coming in are going to get slowed down. Storms going across, and as they go across, they're slow, but they're going to gain intensity because they're slow moving, okay? We're in a weird pattern. We're going to see the weirdest weather, okay? A lot of the stuff we've covered on the list, okay? So that's an important little view right there. Then let's go to our lower jet. Okay. Now look at this. Let me take away the... Oh, wait. All right, so you can get a reference. Here's the west coast of Mexico. Do you guys see this strong flow coming off the Pacific, warm Pacific water, going right into this whole area? You guys are in for some storms, and intense ones. I'm warning you guys here in the south here. Whoops. There may not be anything on the map right now, but you guys see this flow. You see how intense this flow is over this region right here, okay? So hold on tight. We got storm activity. We got CO2 emissions. You guys, I'm telling you, just you see these instruments. Okay, let's put that flow. Now look at this big spike coming way down low. And then everything reverses and goes right across the Baja Peninsula. Is that getting Southern Cal? No, it looks like they're gonna, maybe just skate through it, right through that seam. Wow. But this is taking all this cold air from up here, bending it all the way down and mixing it with this southern moisture, and then throwing all that right across the country. Boom. Okay? So hold on, you guys. I'd be prepared. Go get your candles. Get ready. Heavy winds, strong storms coming. Whew. Okay, I think we're done with this instrument now. Are we? Are we done, Lord? Did we cover everything on this one I want to cover, Lord? Do you have anything else to show me? No, that's about it. Real quick, I want to go back and study this for a minute. I have to do just a tad bit of homework while we're doing this. So, oh, this reminds me of our auroras. Okay, we are having aurora activity going lower and lower and lower. That is on the list. The aurora activity was I forget which number right now. Where's the list here? I have to write new notes because my so jam packed. Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess. But one of the things on there was aurora activity and increased aurora activity. Now we're seeing increased aurora activity and at lower latitudes. There are some beautiful shots that are out there of red aurora that they're reporting. That's intense radiation penetrating and and making our auroras. We saw an aurora on the sun, so we're seeing more intense auroras on the planet. Check that one off the list or circle it as look for more. These are as you're checking them off. That doesn't mean it's over and done with. Those are all constantly going on now. That whole list. Okay. Now, are you guys buckled up? Everybody ready for tonight's gem? Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really. So, oh boy. Um, let's see here. Look at real quick how it's going over the Mediterranean, Spain area now. This is our polar vortex way down in Africa, okay? Look at this. Since when does the polar jet drop into Africa? All right? These are signs, you guys. These are all the signs right here. It's constantly happening now, all over. And then look how it comes up, whips around, does a complete U-turn, and comes back and feeds itself. All right? It also peels off and feeds the other side, okay? This is flow dynamics, all right? Fluid dynamics, which is another branch of physics that we're going to be getting into later on. If it bores a lot of people, but we have to cover a little bit of it so you understand what you're looking at, all right? And real quick here, let me put it on a good view. I want to leave it there for just a second for you guys to look at while I do something real quick. Ow. I'll be back in 5 seconds. Oh. Okay. Thank you for your patience, folks. Like I said, I just got home and I haven't even had a chance to. All right. This is more important. Okay. Thank you for holding, and it's going to be worth your while now because prepare for tonight's gem, which I'm going to turn up the brightness now that we're not on an instrument anymore. Okay, remember when I was telling you how China is in trouble? We can go back to the CO2, or I gotta quit calling it CO2. It's SO2. So let's just call it SO2. This is sulfur dioxide seeping from the cracks in the planet up through the ground. Turn off them winds. I gotta come back to China. China's in big trouble, okay? And it's not just this right here, okay? They're in trouble in the spiritual realm as well. And if they don't know it, well, hopefully they're spying, because I'm going to tell you how they are in trouble. Now, you remember last night's gem, don't you? The bird hovering in the air. Maybe some of you have seen this old footage that everybody thought was fake, but actually is real. Hold on tight, folks, because what you're about to see is very shocking when you know that it is real. Okay. Let me mute this. We don't need to hear people growling in slow motion. Alright, you see how this man is suspended in the air, lightning striking him? This is China. So, this is what happens to the bad men in China. And right here, they're reporting the sky was growling at the time that that was happening. So, oops. Yeah, there's a war inside my head, baby. Let's pause it on a good frame here for a second. Okay. Because, alright, this gentleman is being suspended in the air and tortured by God with lightning. He must have broken a contract or something, okay? Now, you take a look at this man. He's right here to the left of this building, right? Okay? This, I have been searching for so long, and I finally found it. So, we need to back out of this. Keep this in mind. The gentleman's on the left-hand side of the building. And where was the second perspective? This is a different video from a different perspective. You can see the gentleman is on the right of the building, and we have this big lamp underneath him. Okay, and I'm going to play this. Whoa, I'm not. Stop that. We got to zoom it in. Okay, and this is a different angle. You can see the same effects happening to this man in the sky. Okay. I went too far. My bad. Please, patience, folks, so I can play this properly for you. All right, just play. Okay, this is from a different angle. Somebody else captured the same event. And you can see it wrapping around him, but it's wrapping around him from like a different angle. This person caught it from a different perspective, okay? This is a real event, you guys. They don't tell you this on the news because it's so bizarre, scary, that you can't handle it. Okay? And for all the wicked out there and for all the evildoers, they got something coming to them, baby. Right there. So put your mind at ease. All these guys, you think they're getting away with it in the news. You see these criminals in the three-letter agencies, we'll say, and in our Congress and in our president. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And that's what's coming for these guys, okay? Then we have an extra gem, as if that wasn't good enough. Look what was captured just days ago. 3 days ago. The statue on top of the mountain in Rio de Janeiro was either struck by lightning or emitted an upward lightning bolt. Okay, that was 3 days ago. 3 days later, what happened? 3 days later, what happened? Do you guys understand the signs? Do you know what they mean and how to read them? This is another sign on the sun. That's our huge object back with Nibiru or whatever cores it's dragging along with it, okay? And here was your, whoops. Here was your warning 3 days before, all right? All of this unfolded today on the 18th, just like we were talking about, all right? the implications of this, okay, we need to reverse back to, you guys need to understand Mike from around the world, and your homework is to kind of go back through some of his old, not older shows, but recent ones, starting from latest going backwards, and you'll hear him talk about meteors coming and hitting Mexico, right? Well, I'm not going to pull up this other page, but there are articles out there right now of a meteorite that touched down in where? Southern Texas, right next to Mexico. And it hit the ground. Okay? We are starting to see what Mike is talking about. These meteorites are coming in. They're going, in that area around Mexico. It has an electromagnetic response. It's close to the equator. It draws stuff into that zone. They're getting struck, and we are too. So the southern parts, like around Texas, I would, just keep your eyes on the skies, baby, and don't be surprised when you have an asteroid impact in your state. Whoops, just happened. Maybe another one, okay? And you know what? This is such a beautiful video. I'm just going to go ahead and play this, I think, without the sound. This is for educational purposes. This is not to use somebody else's stuff. So I'm using my fair use disclaimer here because this is a educational purpose. All right, there's the writing and stuff. I'll let you guys read the writing. I'm not going to read it for you. Yeah, or captured by Fernando Barraga. Okay, in Brazil. Twitter users assume the seemingly combined strike to be a sign. Gee, you think it's a sign? Just charging up for the rapture. Okay, I think that was all that they really showed. But look at this lightning storm right here going off. All right, yeah, we don't need to see a bunch of Twitter responses, but I did want you guys to see this image right here, okay? There are no coincidences. When we are in this time right now, everything you see is a sign. You just need to know how to interpret it, okay? So, here's this happening 3 days before our big event on the 18th, which came true. And this, I'm going to have to study this a lot harder. Ooh, while we're here, stereo away, please. Let stereo away have captured it. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Nothing. Where's that one frame? Let me back out of this so we can see the whole thing. Just, sorry, I'm got to do this little bit of, whoa, what the do I get a frame before this? Please let there be one more. So it jumps from 23. Okay, so here we are at 10. So we're already 10 hours in. So we're missing a bunch of data, 10 hours worth on stereo A. Oh, I bet it captured it beautifully, just like it did last time. Oh, boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, well, yeah. Not much on stereo A, but look at this weird, bizarre reading. Plasma reaching across from like one object to another, it looks like. This over here, it's all combined, but here you can see, I don't know what to tell you here. I need more data. I can't tell you when I don't have more data. But we do have this image right here, and I am willing to bet that this is our event, our secondary event, our big object showing up, making this perfect damage ring or impact zone on the surface of our big planet. You know what? I have to go. Oh, I showed you the picture and stuff already. So, any other questions from the chat room, real quick, before I wrap this up? Do you guys want to see anything, a certain part of the country with sulfur emissions, or are you guys just speechless? Because I am, but I have to do these reports, and if it wasn't for Jesus helping me and speaking through me, I wouldn't be able to do this. So you're actually hearing the Holy Spirit when I'm doing this, because I say a very, very important prayer every time before I do this. So he's speaking through me, because I don't know how to do this stuff, you guys. All right, I think that's good enough for tonight. And I'll be back maybe later with an update if something comes up. But I would still get ready to brace for impact. This is going to cause huge effects, earthquakes, volcanic activity. The last time it was through is in 2017. It caused hurricanes. 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 Go back. Where is a hurricane? Uh-oh. I heard this is like a record hurricane or something. I got to get caught up on this. Oh, hang on, folks. We're not done yet. We're doing homework right now. I need to see my... No, let's go right there. No. No, it's this one right here. Ah, all right, now, give me the wind. Whew. All right, folks, thank you for your patience. We're getting there. Oh, dang, dude. Look how tight and structured this is. This is the reaction from this bigger object moving in. Because last time it did a pinpoint hurricane like this. It was Irma. That's right. Irma struck on September 10th, 2017, the same time this object moved through last time. And it caused that was like this is more than just the typhoon. This is the reaction from the magnetic field of that big object closing in. As it closes in, that's 3 days, you guys. We have 3 days from today, the 21st. So, boy. So this is going to intensify as if it's not intense already. We might see category 5 to 6, I guess now, a new category. Last time there was a secondary hurricane that followed right behind it. Where's the secondary one? Hawaii. No shit. Wait, no. Where's? Oh boy. Ah. Oh, too far in. Dang it. Back to where I was. Sorry, I'm just studying something real quick. This is a little tropical storm or something, I guess, that's growing off of Hawaii here. What's going on with this? I'm gonna have to do more research on this storm right here, you guys, because there was a secondary one last time, or I know it was closer than that. It was Slow down, Brian, and breathe. Getting ahead of myself here. Let's go back to our other hurricane here. Wasn't there a secondary one just before this one? Right here somewhere? Looks like it weakened. Okay, well, this, you guys, I believe, because look at how intense it is. It doesn't look like there's a lot of other stuff feeding it. It's sucking stuff in. Now we know that stuff rotates the opposite direction in the southern hemisphere. See this flow? Now, hurricanes do draw stuff in. This just doesn't seem to be, it seems like it's drawing it into the center instead of dispersing it outward like a hurricane kind of does. I don't know. I'm not the world's best meteorologist, but I can tell you this is not normal. This is a reaction from that big object. I knew there was something weird about this. All right, you guys, I got to do more research. I might be back here a little while, maybe an hour. Let me do a little homework real quick and look up what's going on with this storm, and I'll be back. All right, I think that's it for now. I love you all, and until my next video, I'll try back in an hour. Yes, whirlpool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's something else I needed to touch on. On that list, down towards the bottom, when you see, okay, we're clear at the bottom. The creation of a new central magnetic pole will make new field lines, okay? Then extended off of that is whirlpool, okay? The term whirlpool. I showed you with the magnets how the magnets work and make a whirlpool. So whoever said that, that was very good. That's, you guys are, you're catching on. You're being observant and you're throwing stuff out there that's good. So whoever said that, whirlpool is right. You know, this could be getting so intense. I would like to see what the water looks like underneath this. I don't believe the currents and stuff they're showing me. There could possibly be a whirlpool under this. And if it gets more and more intense, it could grow into a huge whirlpool. Because that's what I came up with my deductions. And this is a whirlpool in the air, which the air is a lot of water. There's a lot of water vapor in there. So if this big object is creating a vortex in the air column, I expect it to reach down maybe into the water column and spin the water column just like we saw in those videos. This is magnetically induced, you guys. I knew there was something wrong there. I knew it. All right, that's it for now. Let me go look a few more things up, and I'll try to get back to you guys. That's it for right now. I love you all. God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed this. And remember those guys in China, man. They're about to pay. Okay? Love you all, and see you in a few.